But proud to be here this morning, joined by some tremendous leaders. In a few minutes, we'll be hearing from my longtime friend and colleague, Representative Juan Vargas, from here in the San Diego area. Another longtime friend and colleague in Congress, Representative Scott Peters. We're also honored to have with us Secretary Sally Speener from the IBWC, who you'll hear from. And while not on the speaking program, I do want to acknowledge some of the local leaders who have joined us today for this important announcement. Starting with another longtime friend, colleague in public service, chair of the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, Donna Vargas. Thank you for being here, Donna. You can clap for her. That's okay. That's allowed. And the mayor of the city of Coronado, Richard Bailey, is here. I know he's coming to Washington, D.C. soon. We're trying to line our schedules to see each other there. John Duncan, city council member of the city of Coronado, is here as well. So a good turnout for what we hope is some good news. First, let's start with a little bit of context. As many of you know, because you were here, I visited last year the IBWC wastewater treatment plant to see firsthand the dangerous conditions that I've been very well aware about for many years. We're here today because the people of the region, and particularly the communities along the border, continue to face an urgent public health crisis. Earlier this summer, we learned that sewage was flowing across the border at the highest volume in a quarter of a century. It's the reason why we work together as a regional congressional delegation to call upon the State Department to press their counterparts in the government of Mexico for answers. It is an outrage that in the year 2024, literal raw sewage and toxic waste continues to shut down our beaches, to pollute the air, threaten the health of our communities, and even jeopardize the readiness of our military and border personnel. But there is some good news to report. Thanks to the hard work that we've been doing together, not just those of us in Congress, but working with a lot of the local leaders, we are taking steps forward for the protection of our communities. Together, we have eliminated the red tape that had previously prevented $300 million from the U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement to the IBWC. We unlocked those $300 million. In addition to that, we secured over $100 million this year to repair the South Bay International Wastewater Treatment Plant. And yes, we're approaching the appropriations process and we're going to fight for more. But just last month, we saw the IBWC award a contract to expand the capacity of the South Bay plant, to improve our capacity to deal with the problem. And yes, that is all meaningful progress. But as we know all too well, there's still a long way to go. And that is why the IBWC is now working with the help of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to move more quickly to repair and expand the wastewater treatment plant. But we're not just stopping there. We're thinking about the long term as well. And so let me be clear, today's not a celebration. Today, we continue to focus on the work. And part of the work, part of the strategy to move us forward is us coming together to announce the reintroduction of federal legislation to restore and protect water quality in the Tijuana River Valley. Our bill, and I say our, not mine, our bill, would establish a geographic program within the Environmental Protection Agency, designating the EPA as the lead agency tasked with implementing a comprehensive water quality management plan. I know there's a few football fans that are either present or watching. So in the spirit of football, you can say, we're not just being passive, we're not just playing defense. Today, we're going on offense to tackle this crisis. And you can't have a good offense without a good offensive coordinator. And so that, again, is the step that we're taking today. not just designating the EPA as the lead, but empowering the EPA and committing to hold the EPA accountable for making the progress that we need. By assigning the EPA the clear role of coordinating with other federal, state, local, and tribal leaders to maintain the health of the watershed, we are bringing the full weight and commitment of the federal government to this crisis. And we're creating the long-term plan that will set this region up for success so that one day we can rest assured that the flow coming from the Tijuana River will be clean. Brevemente en español, estamos aquí para mantener nuestro compromiso para limpiar el agua que viene de la frontera del río Tijuana y proteger el medio ambiente y la salud de las comunidades fronterizas aquí en esta región. Estamos anunciando la introducción de nuestra legislación federal que nombrará la Agencia de Protección del Medio Ambiente con este cargo, no solo apoderando esta agencia para coordinar los esfuerzos federales, estatales y locales, pero también para mantenerlos responsables por el progreso que merecen nuestras comunidades. Muchísimas gracias.